welcome to the Unite 412 podcast. Well, indeed, my name is Rachel, and I'll be your host for this episode. I've got a lovely group of young people in the room with me this evening, and we're going to go around and introduce ourselves. So we're going to do our name, and we're also going to say what our favourite fruit is, if you can think of that. No, that'd be great. Cool.
Hi, my name's Hannah, and my favourite fruit is strawberries.
My name's Benji, and my favourite fruit is watermelon.
My name's Isaac, and my favourite fruit is melon.
My name's Oscar, and my favourite fruit's grapes.
My name's Amy, and my favourite fruit is a raspberry. Just one. My name's Frankie, and my favourite fruit is a mango.
My name's Olivia, and my favourite fruit is strawberry.
My name's Ella, my favourite fruit's pineapple.
My name's Emily, and my favourite fruit is a pomegranate.
Ooh.
I know, right? Just so I can mess up the kitchen.
My name's Jess, and my favourite fruit is a cantaloupe melon.
Oh, specifics. Love that.
Hi, my name's Isabel, and I like pink lady apples.
Oh, specific. I
Oh,
love pink lady
posh.
apples. I already introduced myself. I'm Rachel, but I didn't get to say a favourite fruit. And mine is also mango. Someone over there said mango. Solid choices. And I love the specific pink lady apple. Not just any old apple. The pink lady. And a cantaloupe melon. We would have a really good fruit salad if we put them all together. Just the one raspberry. Great. Cool. So in this episode, we're going to be focusing on the environment and climate change. So did somebody in the room want to explain what climate change is? Okay. Climate change is basically the change in climate. Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can clap that. That's great.
Thank you.
Cool. Does anyone want to elaborate on that at all?
Well, at the moment, the world is getting hotter, so that's how the climate is changing.
Yeah. That's great.
And it's because of us. I actually got nearly full marks on my geography, so take my word.
Did you just write that on your
Did
face?
you? Is that the only reason you
The
contributed?
world is getting hotter. 9 marks.
Oscar just wanted to slip in there that
the
he got
pollution.
nearly full marks in his geography.
Because of the pollution.
Because of pollution,
Can't
yeah.
forget that
Pollution's
one.
got a part to play in it.
So it's us.
It's us.
We're the problem.
And it bounces off the atmosphere, isn't it? Oh yeah,
Cool. So Google, because it's obviously a good place to search, says climate change refers to the long-term shifts in temperature and weather patterns. These shifts may be natural, but since the 1800s, human activities have been the main driver of climate change, primarily due to the burning of fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and gas, which produces heat-trapping gases. That is what you said, 100%. Is that what you wrote in your geography?
More or less.
Great. Cool. So, how do you guys feel about climate change? Is it something you guys think about? Is it something that you don't really think about? Like, what are your thoughts on it?
I do think about it. wait. Because it's going to be, when we grow up, it's going to be the problem we have to face.
Yeah.
So when we're adults, it's going to be a big problem for us, so we should be worried about it.
I think it's bad.
Preach.
I think it's ruining life.
Yeah. Oh,
Do you want to elaborate on that? It's I don't really know. I just think the ozone layer, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
It's just getting big holes in it. And then
How's that ruining our life?
because it affects life.
It's making it
Because
hotter.
more of the heat waves,
It gives us all turns.
Yeah, but think about the polar
Yeah,
bears.
the polar bears are dying because
Yeah,
of the
they've got the
melts
land.
ice. And they can't
Yeah,
ice
that is an effect of it. Yeah. Okay, does anyone else want to share any thoughts on how they feel about it?
in geography. Yeah.
Is that where you got really high marks? And
Yeah,
you're,
I got
whoa,
really
yeah.
high marks, We looked at these places are really struggling to grow food now
Mhm.
because it's getting so hot and all the plants are wilting.
Yeah.
So it's affecting, people's lives right now.
Yeah.
So it is a serious thing. They die out. They
Yeah,
they shrivel up.
So basically, they can't grow.
Yeah, they
So
shrivel up.
there might be extreme periods of heat and dryness. It means that they can't grow. Okay. Anybody else want to say anything?
I think that it can sometimes be hard to feel really passionate about it because we can't necessarily see the changes right now. I think that a lot of us don't even realise it's a thing, or we've heard of it but we don't think it applies to the earth today. But I think what is really relevant is, my friend said today, like, our children could grow up not knowing what a polar bear is, which
Yeah.
is a really sad thought. And I think it's important, I feel very passionate about it,
Yeah.
that we should be doing stuff to stop it, that we should be doing stuff to change our behaviours as humans,
Yeah.
to help.
Yeah, cool. Thank you for sharing. Anybody else?
Where we are in the world, I think we're quite lucky because, yeah, at the moment we're not that affected. But I think you need to think about other places in the world that right now are really struggling.
Yeah.
Like if you put yourself in their shoes, then yeah, you can.
Yeah, it's difficult. Yeah, I get what you say. I think it's like it's hard to see the like impact of your like the changes you might make to do better. It's hard to see those like straight away because I guess it can all sometimes seem quite doom and gloom. But there are really like good things out there that people are doing to help make a difference. So United 412 is we're from a church, and I wonder if you guys have thought about as Christians, do you feel that this is something that we need to have a response to? Is there something that we should be doing? Does anyone want to share any thoughts on that?
About it to help. Like, I don't know what, but something.
Yeah, I think we should look after it because God made it for us.
I also think like it doesn't matter what religion you are, because I think everyone should just like step in and help, because then it will make it like a significant like difference. Yeah.
Anybody else?
I feel like what Baby said, but like if we give that we give, like we need to like make sure we
Do something to look after it.
Yeah, I think that's true. And I think like we were already talking a little bit earlier about how it's quite funny that we've ended up like recording this on Earth Day. And we talked a bit about like the Google sort of pictures that were up on Google search and how they were showing the differences in climate across the world. And it showed some footage from Greenland, which is up near Antarctica. And it basically showed how the ice had melted over the time, and there was more like lakes and streams and rivers, as opposed to like ice, which was obviously there before. But gradually, obviously, as the Earth's got hotter, the climate up there has obviously changed and it's begun to melt. Does anyone have any piece of advice or any like little nuggets of wisdom that they maybe imply in their life now that they think could be really helpful for us to do? Maybe something practical that you think that after listening to this podcast, if you feel like you want to do something that's different, that's going to change, that maybe we could give someone a bit of advice on what they could do personally about it.
I feel like by the click of a finger we can't just say stop climate change, but like as Christians what we can do is we can pray, and we can like try, like even if we can't like not like physically do something, but we can still pray to God, and we can still like ask him for help.
Yeah, I think that's good.
And I think like it seems like climate change is a massive thing and we can't help it, but we can do those little bits of extra, like using up less water or electricity or something like that. And even something like that will help.
It's sorry little, but for my mum and dad's wedding anniversary, we got them sustainable deodorant that Izzy introduced to us.
Is it wild? Oh,
Yeah. Is it a certain brand of deodorant? Yeah, it's very good. And just like, I think like aerosols can be so bad. Just like if everyone changed from using an aerosol deodorant, it could make an impact. Like not massive, but over time, just doing the little things can make a big impact.
Yeah, I agree like with what Hannah and what Oscar said. Like sometimes it feels like a too big a problem to tackle, but I saw a thing that said it was 1 million tiny actions that got us here. So it's 1 million tiny actions that are going to undo what we've done, and that simple things like swapping your deodorant, not using like plastic bags, like using a reusable water bottle, like those tiny things that you can swap in your everyday life that don't affect you that much, can help reverse what we've done to the earth.
Yeah.
I feel like you don't need to do like a big thing, but like just change them little things that you do that like make it like happen.
Yeah. Anybody else got anything? Is there anyone that anyone? Is there anything that anyone like does in their own life that they think is like something they find really useful? Or I know you've shared a bit about like deodorants. I use a deodorant like that, and you just buy the individual like I guess cartridge for it, and you swap it out, and it's like a aluminium deodorant can type thing, and you can get it in different colours and different fragrances. It's
name on it.
wild.
And you can get your name on it.
You can get your name on it.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
I did not know that. That's very exciting. Yeah, I think I agree with what you've all said. I think I think what you said's really good, Jess, about how it's like lots of little actions have led us to the point where we are now, and there's lots of little actions from individuals that can really help us out of this mess. And I think like it is those things. It's like even when you go for a coffee, it's like trying to remember your reusable mug, because a lot of them, if you get like an iced coffee, for example, will give you like a plastic coffee cup, which is single use, and then it can't always be recycled. But that's a really good thing. Anybody else have anything they want to share?
Yeah, like we don't use our car as much now, so I try and cycle everywhere or walk.
Yeah.
And I get the bus to school, which is public transport, so that's good as well. And like I see in my school, they've started getting rid of all the plastic. Like they've got wooden forks, bamboo bowls, or something like
Yeah.
that. Which can all be recycled.
Yeah, that's cool.
And also, if like your clothes break or get a rip, you should like stitch them up instead of just throwing them away. And get
Yeah.
a new one.
You're laughing, but that's like that is true. Like, that's one thing I'm rubbish at. I need to learn how to sew. Pardon? That's what grandma's is for. Yeah, I think that's really good. That's really valid. Like, instead of just thinking, oh, it's ripped or it's broken, I'm going to get rid of it, it's actually finding a way to fix that and make it a more sustainable product. I think as well, like, some people are funny about it, but I don't mind shopping in a charity shop and getting stuff secondhand. I love a charity shop. Like, I love going in to find loads of different things, and then that's obviously given something a new life if someone's got rid of it, and then you're gonna find use out of it, which I think is really cool.
And it's just like, even if like your clothes don't fit you anymore, or like you bought it and it like you don't like it, just like give it to someone that you think would like it, or that it might fit them, because then you're not just throwing it away. Like, you can let someone else enjoy it.
Yeah, that's really good.
I think that obviously going vegan or going vegetarian is a massive, massive help. But I think sometimes that can seem a bit daunting. It can be quite difficult with all the food substitutions. So just simply reducing your meat consumption, like one day a week maybe that you try to have all plant-based meals, or just for your lunches, or like just reducing it a tiny bit, because sometimes it can seem like too much to swap it all out at once. But reducing it a little bit can make a difference.
Is that what you do?
We want to do it, yeah, but it's hard to find like the substitutes that like you can like as a family all like. But like you said, like just one day a week reducing how much meat you eat.
Yeah, I do think it is like with that sort of thing. Like, obviously, some people feel like it's easier to like just go for 100%, but I think that's not always massively practical for people. And I think it's like even like starting off for me, it started off with like just swapping out like normal milk for oat milk and using that instead in my coffee, and then like gradually it was just little changes. And I do think that even just if you decide to have like meatless Monday, or like you stop using cow's milk and you use like oat milk or soya milk, that like actually like that little difference, there's only one thing that you've changed, but I think that can make a massive impact. Did you want to say something?
Yeah, like there's in today's world, there's loads of different things you can substitute, and you need to find what you like. Like my mum has corn, and I don't like corn. It is not, but we have like
Not the one.
we have like lentils and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
they're actually nice. So lentil curries, and so yeah,
Sweet
that's
potato curry.
we have sweet potato
Love
stew with
sweet
beans.
potato.
Yeah, so that's good.
Yeah, and even McDonald's are like joining in with the fun.
They are.
Like, they got the McPlant. I had it a go, and it was actually alright.
Did you like it?
Yeah. Like, it was tasted a little bit like meat.
Maybe it secretly they add like some onions in it. Oh no.
Onions are plant-based. Cool. Does anyone have any final thoughts to share on climate change? Any bits of wisdom that we feel like could be a final thought that we could share?
Or we should all get metal straws.
Metal straws,
Because like, you know, the paper ones are disgusting.
The
They're
paper
like,
ones do
I
kind of
mean, it's
unravel
good,
in your
it's
drink.
good for like saving the turtles and stuff, but like they dissolve in your mouth and it's grim.
Yeah, fair.
It's like McDonald's bought out paper straws because they think it would help, but they're really rubbish. Like
Yeah, so
you
I
have
just
to
get
use
metal
like
one- a
5
metal
of them just to drink one drink.
Metal ones are better anyway.
Yeah,
You
I
have
mean,
to
I
use,
just,
like, 5 in one
I just
drink.
bought a packet of like 5 reusable metal straws
Make it
and
cold,
tried to bring them with me, but I don't. But I think Yeah, do you want to share something?
Yeah, just on Netflix, there's a documentary called Kiss the Ground, which is really great. And after I'd watched it, I came away feeling like I wanted to change the world and save climate change and stuff. So if you want to educate yourself, which I think is the best thing you can do in this situation, Kiss the Ground on Netflix.
Cool. Thank
Plug.
you for that. All right, thanks, guys. It's been lovely. Yeah, sponsor.
Sponsored by Netflix.
It's been lovely to chat climate change with you all, and we'll see you in our next episode.
Bye.
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 Bye.